ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe. Keeping us more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's up, my friends? We are here for a very obviously impromptu stream because I got a fever and there's only one cure. Cracking some boosters. We're also here to mourn the loss of youth, which will become apparent when I talk about what's going on in the chat. Oh, God. Anyways, let me grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, because this is a random, out of nowhere, midday live stream. It's a long weekend here, so it's the perfect time for it. Bad place to put your drink, man. You're gonna smack your hand right into it. Okay, let's try that again. Hopefully, this stream won't have as many issues as the other one did last night. There was some kind of problem with YouTube, so the stream wasn't the most stable. All right. Oops, I didn't put the right thumbnail on there, did I? Hold on. Let me change that. Because I will not. Alright, guys, we're in the danger zone. I went to change the thumbnail for this stream, and I straight up almost just clicked end stream. So, it's a long weekend. I'm already celebrating the long weekend. I give no warranties on the length or health of this stream. It may end at any random click moment, bro. It's long weekend. I'm going to Rib Fest later today. So, gotta start the party, man. You don't know how long you got. Reading the comments got me going. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, right? I'm having a mortality crisis now because of Millmaster and his effeminate fruit hands. Let's go ahead and do our hellos so I can explain what that's all about. What up, Bubbles, Millmaster, Shelton, Peterson, Heavy Metal, Huckleberry Gossett, Kevin, TCG Dude, Frito, I don't know if I said hello, Heavy Metal, so if I didn't, hello to you. Anthony McGregor, his super chat says, for the danger zone moments during the stream. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for thanks for the vote of confidence there, bro. The stream is now fortified by cash, the most powerful force in the known universe. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Little Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon. All right? Frito, what's the happy occasion for a stream at a time that you can watch? The happy occasion is that I'm having a great day. It is a long weekend. I'm vibing on a chill mode anyways, and literally felt like cracking some boosters to work on my my Wonders of the First collection, right? Because I'm 15 cards away from being playset complete, and because I just recently, what's it called? I just recently put out a video over on Hatcher where I talked about the different orbitals, like so how you can pick which one you want to play, that kind of stuff. And I went through all of the little here, I got them right here. I went through all the little collector guides and stuff and went through some of the flavor vibes of it. So right now I'm just kind of, you know how it is, man. When you want to build out a set, when you're interested in cracking boosters, when the urge hits you, you know what I mean? So I was either going to just crack some on my own, just quietly. Well, maybe not quietly. I do a lot of things loudly. Probably would have cranked some music or something. You know what I mean? But I was going to crack those packs, and then I went, you know what? I'm having a great day. It'd be a nice time to hang out with other people. I'm excited about Ribfest. It's expensive, but something all clicked last night for me in the form of, this is the 25th anniversary of the Ribfest in St. Catharines. I've been going since the beginning. I have a lot of different memories along the way. And apparently a rib fest from another recent area just closed down because it's not financially viable. So it may be something that doesn't even stick around for that long going forwards. So I want to go and enjoy it and have a good time. You know what I mean? And not worry. Yeah, I mean, you get pillaged at festivals anyways, right? They slap you over the barrel and spread them butt cheeks. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Anthony, say something in the chat. The super chat just has the first part of your name, and I don't know how to spell the rest of your name. So I've been sitting here waiting to fucking finish your name on the board so I can put it back, and you haven't fucking said anything. I'm like, it's McGregor, right? But it's like, how exactly is it spelled? Son of a bitch, just say something. He's got to say something. And then finally I'm like, fine, I'll yell at him. I will yell at him, and that worked. Wait, did this go a little bit blurry? Hold on. Let me fix that up. One day it's not going to be the camera. It's just going to be my eyes. And you guys are going to laugh your asses off as you watch me squint at the screen and just like make it blurrier and then go, I think that's better. And you'll be like, are you blind, old man? You can't see nothing. I'm not there yet. I'll just be like, okay, guys, I fixed it. I'm coming in clear, right? Okay, that looks better. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Millmasters membership message says, I didn't know Canadians got a 3-day weekend for Ribfest. Well, you know what, buddy? It's apparently our city in particular, because these rib places go around to all these different areas, but our city gets them for the long weekend. So St. Catharines specifically gets a long weekend rib fest. It's a 4-day thing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So to backtrack to the whole our fleeting lives and our youth, listen, this is what Millmaster said. I'm prepping for my wife's birthday party. My hands have been exposed to so much citrus, and I didn't know I probably should have had latex. What you should have had is a pair of balls. Do you remember what it was like to be a young man? Where you would just go, I'm going to go out and get fucked up out of my gourd, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm not even going to know why my hands are all scratched up, and I'm not sure whose couch I was sleeping on, and whatever, and all this other crap. But no, now it's like, oh my, I believe that I zested too many lemons with my weak hands. Ow! Oh, it hurts. Fuck you, man. I don't need shitbag reminders of mortality. You remember what it was like to be young and hardy before you were like, I need protection. I need protection. Like you're banging a dirty skink. You need protection to deal with lemons. With fucking lemons. Come on, man. Come on. Frito! Rib Fest is a festival that happens over the course of a weekend where the biggest park in the city gets encircled by fences, and then they set up 5 or 6 or 7 gigantic towering like temporary structures. Think like old-timey Western style, like just in sort of almost a rickety structure. Just this gigantic thing with all these different, we won these awards, come eat our ribs and stuff. And they're all lined up. So you go to the park and there's a ton of different outlets, all specifically selling ribs. So you can get full racks of ribs, half racks, you can get like chicken. They got a whole bunch of different options. They got cornbread. They got some other stuff that I can't remember because I've never had it at those stalls. But then there's other things being sold, like a blooming onion, which is pure fucking madness. I feel like a blooming onion had to be invented by an American because it's crack-headed glory. It's honestly amazing, but also terrifying. It's like someone decided, what if we took the concept of onion rings, injected it with steroids, and just turned it loose on the world? So they take an entire onion and they just slice it so it like basically flops out like this, and then they bread and deep fry the whole thing. But bam! So like with 3 other people, I couldn't finish one of these things. It's a big fat honk boy festival of just over the top. It's about eating over the top amounts of food, enjoying like just greasy, disgusting goodness. It's about getting overcharged for sure. Like a rack of rib is $35, and the guy that I ran into, my buddy I ran into yesterday, told me sandwiches were $17. But I'm starting to become skeptical of that. I'm wondering if he's just blind and maybe it's 12. I'm like, fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed that he's a blindo and that it's actually $12 instead of 17. That is my sincere hope for the pulled pork sandwich action. Because for me, eating the meat off the ribs is like a hassle. It's a hassle. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I gotta fucking scrape the meat off the bone. You just get like a thin layer, and you get sauce all over your face, pretty much guaranteed. Whereas pulled pork sandwiches is the same meat, the same sauce, comes with a bun. They give it to you as a sandwich, and you can just eat. They even give you the fork if you want to eat it fork style. So to me, it's like this. I don't get a better experience from eating the ribs, but it was pointed out that they do keep the ribs on there longer and keep basting them with sauce. So the ribs are given an extra like treatment in terms of how long they're cooked, you know? McGregor, you found out you had a latex allergy from a job where you were dealing with it? Shit, man, well, I'm glad you survived. So you were like the fucking gimp in like Pulp Fiction and then realized you couldn't do that job anymore? Frito, sounds like this weekend I'm going to be picking up my green screen. Look, I am going to have some good eating for sure, but like, there's only so much I can eat. I can't cram. Well, I guess I shouldn't lie. I did eat 19 pieces of bacon when we went on that trip. I did eat 19 pieces of bacon in one sitting. I don't actually know what the limit is, but I will get like one big fat sandwich worth at a time. I'll eat multiple sandwiches depending on how long I'm in the area. When I lived right by the park, I'd have like 3 a day. I loved it. That was many, many years ago, though. But either way, I'm gonna eat a bunch, but not too much. You know, gonna get a big bag of kettle corn. I saw the kettle corn guy's gonna be there. I'm excited about that. Peterson, my weakness is onions. Bullets. No, you're right about that. I mean, never mind. This is the internet. Crazy people. Don't do that. I am impervious to them. And don't test that either. This is not a winning conversation. Moving on. Millmaster sounds like a state fair. Honestly, it might be akin to a state fair. I feel like a state fair is probably like a little more juiced up though. Like, don't state fairs have like Ferris wheels you can be molested behind and stuff? Right? It's not just, is a fair just eat stuff, you fat fuck? Because that's what this is. Oh, they do have a bouncy house at the back. They do have a bouncy house at the back for kids. So they can gouge you for like 20 bones to let your kids fucking play on the bouncy house, right? McGregor, you're dealing with raw latex. Oh, yeah, you got to just eat the cooked stuff, you know? Millmaster, if they sold by the rib. It's sad because the number of ribbers, whatever you want to call them, that come out has decreased over the years by a few. My favorite was Turtle Jacks. Turtle Jacks is awesome, but they gave up. I'm going to see if I can find some pictures to show you guys. Because it's cool. It's going to be fun. I mean, maybe fun's an oversight. Fuck it, yeah, it's going to be fun. Why dial that back? Why not go back? Why not go with the mentality of, this is going to be fun? There'll be some, like, the thing about Ribfest is you got overpriced but pretty delicious food. And then you've also got cover bands playing on the stage, and it's the best day of their fucking lives, right? Like, they are rocking out, and there's actually people there who are listening to their music and people sitting there. So you can tell they're genuinely having a good time. And most of the time, they're playing songs that you recognize, and they're doing a reasonably good enough job that you're not distracted by the fact that they are like not the band, or you know what I mean, that they're just like essentially amateurs or whatever. Hopefully they're getting paid for it. I doubt it, but you can tell that they're happy to be up there, and it's always more fun to have performers who are having a good time. You go to a strip club, you want a chick who's dancing for you, be having a good time. I've only ever been to ones where the chicks were mostly seem sad, and I was like, this sucks. So, you know, I'd rather watch fucking old men taking care of business down at the park. That, the way that was phrased, I specifically mean old men performing music, no skin flutes involved, down at the park, officially sanctioned during Ribfest. Hey, Zircon, what's up, buddy? How you doing? TCG, dude, you'll never look at a Ferris wheel the same. It's a circle of crime. That's funny. Typical rib prices. It says half-rack rib dinners typically range from $25 to $28. All right, now, where's the... Here we go. Here, okay. All right, there we go. There's a picture. Okay, so see there's people down here, and see these giant stalls? Oh. I just popped it off the screen. 1 second. Okay, let's do it this way. All right, so they got different ones. See? So there's like, they have these different stands. They got all their trophies and stuff. So these things tower up into the sky and beckon you. They say, come eat here. So they got Billy Bones. They got all these guys. These are the options. I already know which one Carly wants to go to. That one right there. McGregor, that sounds like something you find on the... It sounds like something you find on the hub. It's not something I'm looking for. I've never typed old men taking care of business into anything. Ever. And I doubt I will. Okay. So, I said I had some booster packs. Maybe we should actually crack some of those, right? All right, McGregor. See you later, buddy. Have a good one. All right, I'm probably going to need to focus up this camera, so the easiest way to do that right now is to literally use this booster pack. Let's do it. These cameras are hilarious. It will focus itself up and then like randomly unfocus. So now I'm playing the game of try not to have it change in the short little window of time so that I can just keep it the way it is because it looks pretty decent. All right. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so for this, I am hunting for mythics, and I am hunting for foil up, like any foil rares, epic rares, mythic rares, all that. Any foils, commons or uncommons. I don't know which ones I'm missing from my set right now, and I'm not super worried about those. I'll worry about those after I've sorted out all the big stuff. Hey, Millmaster Super Chat says, have you ever seen a man play his own flute? Wait, what's with the box trap? What the fuck is that? Okay, hold on. Hold on. You're Lord of the Board, buddy. You have prices right at McGregor. You waited until he walked out of the room. Oh, wait, no. McGregor's not leaving. Frito's leaving. I got it twisted. McGregor's still here to see you. All right. I'm surprised you could send that super chat with your caustically cooked hands. All right, there we go. Okay, so I only care about I was about to say I only care about 2 fucking commons in this set. And this is one of them right here. The fucking Techno Historian. Let's go. Techno! I got another one from my collection. I don't even know how many I have. 500 and something? I got a lot. I got a lot of these guys. But this is the fanciest one that I got. The one out of the 99. I got number 84 out of 99. One of the guys I met at the Shattering, Loco, cracked this. And then a trade was arranged. So just swapped him straight up a different one of the... Like, I had a different serialized card. That's my best techno historian. All right. So I'm going to put him over there. Now, on to the set building stuff. What do we got? We got foil, commons and uncommons. We got a foil. we got a Sloth. And then we got Enzo Barboni and Trinity Barboni. I mean, I'll say that for me, I much prefer artwork that is distinguishable from a distance, and these two are way too similar from across the board. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they both like have the same last name, clearly they're part of the same clan or whatever else is going on. I get that vibe, but from a gameplay standpoint, you shouldn't have things that look this close to each other. It just easily leads to, it's muddy from a board state perspective is what I'm saying. Even as like a judge, you could be walking up and see and just be like, wait, that's not even the card that I thought it was. So I'm not a fan of having artwork that's too close to itself, and getting them back to back like that and seeing it like that really does drive that home. All right. So I guess the most exciting thing in that pack was a Techno Historian. I want some juice. I'm looking for... Which mythics am I looking for again? It's hard to remember the names of all these cards when you don't own them and haven't played with them. Baron Balthor, Blossom's Bite, Commander Bethral, Eternity the Space Lich, Gem Primordial, High Lord Valor's Crestwing, King Aldarin Leafsong, Old Man Rocket, Rage of the Ancients, Raul Lightman, Rigel Lightbringer Leonis, Rust Trooper, The Mind, The Man of Helios, and Verdantia of Petraea. Okay. All right. That gives me at least a chance. I mean, it helps that all I need at this point is mythics, because I have everything else. This is a really strong common, man. Like, for real. Drawing 2 cards and getting 2 energy just by sacrificing it is quite powerful. All right. Let's get to the foils. All right. We've got... It looks like... Okay, there's nothing. Nothing in there. Oh, fuck yeah! Yes! 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 Fuck yeah, man! I literally just read this guy off. We got one of them. We fucking got one. Larry, have a good one, buddy. Enjoy your day, my friend. Oh, yeah. Let's get him in a sleeve. Let's get him in a sleeve. Nice. What does he do? Hold on, I'm going to cross him off my list first, and then I'm going to read what he does. I'm going to savor this moment for a little bit longer, because this is exactly what I was hoping for. I wanted to narrow it down. I went from needing 15 to 14. Boom. That's awesome. Okay, what do we got? 6 cost, 5 power. Whenever a card arrives from anywhere other than from a hand, you may banish it. If you do, put 2 +1s on this. What? And tokens count as cards. Oh, shit. So he just shuts. He's like, oh, you want to make tokens? No. No. Okay. And I just grow. And it shuts off other things as well. I'm sure his power will become more readily apparent when I know more of the ways to cast things aside from, out of your hand. So that is a sweet score. You go up here. And that's it for this pack. That's sweet, though. Actual progress forwards. I enjoy collecting. It's nice. It is nice to collect up things that are enjoyable to you. And this this game, you know, there's not a lot of difficulty from the perspective of you need 4 copies of every mythic, because the way this game works is with legendary stuff like this, you only need 1 copy. That's it. You can only play 1 copy. So it makes life a lot easier from that perspective, which I like. I'm getting closer to my playset. I want to have the playset finished before the next set comes out. I don't think it'll be too challenging at this point, you know? So some people have been in contact with me and offering to trade me some cards, which is nice. I've done some trades in person. I haven't done any trades online aside from that, like, serialized trade, which was actually, my buddy took care of that one for me. But, what am I trying to say here? I'm having fun hunting for them in packs, but that option will run out. And at that point, then it'd be like, okay, I'll trade, you know? Hey, Botanic Stone, what's up, buddy? Waiting for your Gus and Bruno. Just heard the yes, yes, yes. Oh, did you just click in and hear me yelling yes? It's because I got one of the 15 mythics that I need, bro. I just scored a powerful mythic that shuts off all your opponent's tokens. You can even shut off your own tokens if you want and have it grow. So it seems like it's got some real potential. What the hell is Gus and Bruno? I assume when you say waiting for your Gus and Bruno, you either mean that you're having like food, like a pizza delivered, or you're waiting for two guys to come and rail you, and you heard me yelling yes, 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 and that was just getting you excited as a preview of what you were going to be doing soon. So I've never heard of Gus and Bruno, but I assume that their advertising is like, you'll love having Gus and Bruno in your mouth, right? I mean, the advertising writes itself. All right. Bam. I'm going to continue hunting for mythics. I'm having a nice long weekend. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Heavy metal bacon and eggs. Fuck yeah, buddy. I had bacon and eggs today, and check it out. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Even on theme, man. There we go. Fucking Carly was talking to me this morning. Well, not this morning. It was this afternoon. Never mind. Before the stream. And we said some things back and forth, and then she went, "Are you high?" I was like, "Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, I am. Very." And it is fucking great. It is so good today. I am having a fan-fucking-tastic time. Today has been aces, honestly. I'm feeling happy. Quite happy. And it's nice. I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning away from anything shitty and unhappy. I'm leaning full on into the happiness and just having an awesome long weekend vibe. I hope that it carries over from today. Because for real, I am in a great fucking mood. Now let's continue to look for the goods. I'm glad you guys came to hang out. It's more fun cracking packs and getting excited about what you found when other people can join in on it too. You know? All right, we got in the foils some foil common action. Hey, nice. Formless foil wretched mirror. This is common, but this is actually pretty strong. It's 2 to put out, and the next time one of your opponent's guys would come out, it just dies. You sack this, and the next guy they put out just dies. It's sweet. And then we got a Whisper Leaf Cloak. Opponents can't tap, control, or put counters on the guy who's wearing this, and he gets +1 power. All right. And that is that package. That is that booster package completed. Oh, Heavy Metal, you get next week off paid. That's awesome. Huckleberry, you like a lot of eggs, eh? 4 eggs. I wouldn't want that many for my breakfast, man. I'd rather have more bacon than eggs. Oh, we got Carolina Cornhole. Is that one of the... Sweet. I'm trying to fill what is it, like a penny sleeve with a stack of each of the uncommons. And I have almost a full penny sleeve of every uncommon. This is one of the few ones that I need like 1 or 2 more copies of. Alright, we got the foils. We got a formless foil sequestering presence. Then we got a glaring power cell. This lets you carry your energy over from turn to turn when normally you can't, so that's not too shabby. And we got a Barnabas for Carly's collection. This guy comes back. At the end of the round, you can just bring him back from the graveyard every turn. So he's like obviously very useful for either chump battling, if that's a thing you need to do. But mostly he's just a very good sacrificial style pawn. Carly's actually writing the backstory for the character too. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. We each got our own characters. Okay, now, where did I put... here it is. I got her Barnabas collection in this little box here. Huckleberry, you'd eat 6 for breakfast if you could afford it. The only time I eat, like, multiple eggs in one sitting is if I'm having an omelet, you know? And depending on how big you want it, tends to be, like, 3 or 4 eggs. I'd use 5 if I was going to share it with Carly, you know? Alright. Let's find some more goodness. Foils, commons, nothing there, a rare that I don't need, and an epic rare. Well, it's always good to have more stuff to trade. It does help me get some of the cards that I want. I traded a ton to get the one foil mythic, because I didn't even have a regular version, so I don't remember how many rares and epics I traded, but it was a pretty decent sized stack of them. Where'd that? No, I put it over here. Peterson, you can't eat an egg just on its own? Bro, over easy and bacon fat? You fucking kidding me? That's a winning move. That's a winning move. Alright guys, focus your good luck energy. Focus your long weekend rib fest energy into this shit so that we can warp reality and I can find another mythic or two. Maybe even in the foil variety. Like, that would be dope. That'd be dope. Come on. What do we got? We got a foil common, another foil common, epic rare Frostfire Citadel. What does this one do? It is a epic rare land. Kingdom 3, whenever you draw your second card in a round, all your guys get +1 power this round. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All you gotta do is have 3 lands out and draw an extra card, and then you get all your guys boosted. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. The Thalwyn dudes tend to be like smaller mostly. They do have some big gigantic whales and stuff, but the dudes feel like smaller and more maneuverable, so being able to boost them up and slip them around, whop, 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 whop. Bo Falcon, you thought this was an old link showing up on your feed before, didn't realize it was live. Well, I'm glad you figured it out. I'm glad you're here, bro. It's nice to see you. I hope you've been having an awesome weekend, because you're fucking awesome. Heavy metal, you're cooking the eggs in the bacon grease on a cast iron? Oh, look at that. You fancy boy. That's great. Oh, yeah, you ignored it a while ago. Well, YouTube does do weird things. You never know, man. You never know. All right. We got foil cannon, a shroom man, another token. This card's gross. This card is disgusting. On the last turn of the game, there's 7 rounds, right? In the 7th round, boom, it's over. And on the 7th turn, this just goes, choose odd or even. Your opponent can't play spells of that casting cost. And then it's like, you can put 2 out. Oh, I have 2 of them. I chose odd and even. You can't play any spells in the final turn of the game. Like, you just can't. You can't play cards. Not just spells, like creatures, anything. So if you have them both out, it's like you're not allowed to play cards this turn for the final turn, which is like a very critical turn. All turns are not born equal in this game. That's a disgusting ability. And then you got the Cooking Pot of Eternal Fire. This thing is weird because whenever you win a battle, you put a meat counter on it. And then you can tap it, and if it has meat on it, you get 2 free attacks. But if it has 20 plus meat, you can take control of all your opponent's dudes and just wail on them with them. But the thing is, you have to win 20 battles to put to put enough meat counters on it. And you're not going to win 20 battles before the game's over, it feels like. So this is something that I guess it's lying in wait. Maybe they'll make things in the future that genuinely amp them up. I don't know. But I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure that Tinsman actually either directly said or hinted that they had something going on. So I think that there's going to be cards that will make this a little more doable. The first ability's fine, you know? Haggleberry, I've never had maple syrup on eggs. I honestly only use maple syrup on pancakes and waffles. That's it. That's it. Yeah, heavy metal, it's goofy. That's goofy. How you guys in the States, it's like, yeah, we can have herb here, but not here. Oh, you drove across this imaginary line on the ground. Now it's illegal for you to have this plant. It's like, what? That's some wacky ass shit. All right. What is the goodness in here? Hey, we got a foil historian! Let's fucking do it! No! Bo, what constitutes winning a battle? You just have to be in a fight where your total power of your fucking dudes exceeds the total power of your opponent's dudes. So you get 3 actions per round, right? And you can expend an action to do an attack. And there doesn't actually, like, you can do attacks that are going to lose if you want. You can literally, like, how an attack normally goes is, I attack you. If I have higher power, I either take the stone or I take the stone from you. So no matter what, if I have higher power in the battle, I'm claiming the stone from you, right? That's just mine now. Either, like, if nobody's claimed the stone to start with and I have higher power when I attack, I just get the stone. And if you already have it and you have lower power guys, I claim the stone. Nobody dies, though. The creatures all survive, but I get the stone. And that counts as a battle. But even when I have the stone, I can go, I attack you, and I don't get like another stone or anything like that. It just counts as another battle happening. So anything that triggers on a battle happening will happen. And then, so I could win a battle 3 times in a row in a turn, right? And so, like, if all you did was battle 3 times a turn for all 7 turns, that would be 21 battles. But that would only allow you to ever have played 1 card. You know what I mean, kind of thing. That's a very basic way of putting it, because there are cards that you can put this out and get an action from it. But ultimately, that's pretty much how it works. You're not going to have 20 attacks, really. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Heavy metal, do it up. Do it up, spin it up, big boy. Botanic, you love soccer football? Okay. I got like multiple soccer balls now. All right. What do we got after this? We got, whatever foil. Oh, formless foil rare quantum boots. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Oh, and we got an epic fucking dragon. Yeah. This is a guy who's a big fat flyer that you can pop into play just out of nowhere for one turn and sack him as a surprise defender kind of deal if you want. You know? You took my stone, I'm coming back to take it from you. It's not really a defender, more like a reclaimer, but you know, same kind of vibe. Boy, let's start in. Are there co-op city building, society building card games? Probably. Heavy Metal, I have a much bigger interest in the cooperative games now because I play a lot of games with Carly and I've played a lot of different strategy style games and I tend to have an advantage when we play those games. So I like it if we play something together so that, you know, we're not working against each other and it doesn't become competitive in that way. And then I can feel good about the fact that I have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff because it benefits both of us and we're having a good time together. So they have like this Invincible cooperative game that looks pretty neat. There's a bunch of cooperative games down at the game store and I keep looking at some thinking about getting them. Dorori, you're just joined. What is this card game called? It's called Wonders of the First. It just came out this year. Simon. Coming off the cuff with a garlic depository. I mean, how about garlic bread? So there are some cards that do give you extra attacks, and you could theoretically get up to that 20, maybe, but it seems like it's way too difficult to be viable, you know? Okay, what do we got here? We got some foil commons, and then a formless enraged bear. The same dragon we just saw, but these packs are just random loose packs, so this isn't like they all came from one particular box. It's Looster Boosters night. Nope, because it's not night. It's Looster Booster afternoon. So yeah, I like cooperative games and board games and stuff where conceptually you can play like one player if you want to as well. That's something that I've considered starting to cover over on Hatcher randomly, you know? Okay, what do we got? Oh, we just got a fucking foil mythic. Are you kidding me? Oh, shit. Yeah. I mean, I already have this mythic, but just the regular version. So this is straight up foil upgrade territory. And then that turns the regular one into trade fodder, which I can trade for another mythic, maybe. All right. What does he do again? 8 cost, 8 power. When he arrives, tap all lands. Just so you know, in this game, there's no untap phase. Things that have tap abilities only tap once. That's it. So if you put this out and he taps all the lands, all your lands are just tapped. Unless you happen to have one of the few cards that say untap them, you'll never actually get to use that land. Sacrifice him, destroy all tap lands. Oh my god! So you can just put him out, tap all lands, and then immediately sacrifice him. Like, there's very little they could do. Basically, you could put this out, tap all lands, then they would have one opportunity, basically, to try and untap one or more of their lands if they had the right card, of which there's probably only a few, because I can only think of one or two. And then they're probably only going to be able to save one land. That's gross. That is gross. All right, and we got a formless Spark Paw. That's cool. Mira, epic rare. And then some other stuffs. Okay. So far, so good, man. One random mythic and one foil mythic. Okay, nothing in there. Foil commons. Formless foil progo. A Barnel. A little barnacle. Very whatever to me. It's alright if you're playing counters, though. You know, you put counters on him, he gets a boost to it. But really need to see him popping off to feel like he's really doing much. Because I just look at it, and it's one of those ones where, that's how it feels. I just look at it and go, well, okay. You don't seem terrible, but you also don't just, like, knock my socks off and make me go, I gotta see what this can do. Heavy metal, go for it. Why not? Why not see if you can adapt it, bro? You got the time. If it's something that you're going to enjoy, if it turns out that it doesn't work out, who cares? You gave it a shot, right? That's how random things come to be. We got a foil common, foil uncommon, token, and then a rare Celera, and then some other stuff. When I was talking about Barnabas earlier and how you can keep bringing him back, this is a pretty solid combo with him. This is a 1 to put out piece of equipment that gives the guy +4 power. So Barnabas is a 1 power normally. You slap that on him, all of a sudden he's a 5 power. You got to sack him at the end of turn, but it doesn't matter because you sack him and then his ability lets you bring him right back. And you can just give him this immediately. So he essentially just pops away for a second, comes right back, and you get an ultra cheap, reusable dude, right? Like it doesn't matter. Your opponent can't disrupt that by destroying Barnabas because he'll just keep coming back. So it's half decently resilient at least. Dorori, yeah, you like the look of the game. It's sold out where you are. Well, you're right now. Here's what's going on, man. They only really had the Kickstarter run so far, and they've got a play booster run that. I'm not 100% sure of the release date, but if my understanding is correct, the play boosters will be coming out this month. I'll have that double checked at some point when I'm talking to them again. But as far as I understand, the play boosters come out this month. So they're working on increasing the supply of this set and then also working on the next set that's going to come out closer to the end of the year. All right. What do we got in the commons and uncommons? Not anything I'm looking for. Oh, foil rare. Sweet. That's always welcome. A Ryland Windstrider. And then a whale token. And then we got a Chieftain Klee. All right. Nothing super exciting. No problem, Dorori. It's all good, man. They had some of the stuff up on Star City Games, but it all sold out. They're doing stuff right now at Gen Con this weekend. And Tinsman was telling me that people are coming and having a good time. And then they're like, okay, I want to get some of the stuff. And it's like, we don't have any right now. Well, this pack is strangely ordered. Just 2 uncommons before I get to the foils. That's a bit different. Okay. We got Zarendra, Serpent's Embrace. So we got 2 rares. And then, oh yeah, it's the same amount of everything you get in the pack, just in a slightly different order. Okay. I wonder why that happened. All right, man. Well, that's how it goes when you're mythic hunting, right? The hits that you're looking for come less frequently. The fact that I got one is good by me. So yeah, the play booster boxes, I believe I'm going to be sent some of that to open as well. JK, more cowbell. Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I was referencing with the title, my man. You nailed it. but it's a fever for cracking packs today. Well, we just got Rylan in the last pack. He's not too bad, man. You know what I mean? He's a 2 cost, 2 power, but he's attuned, which means that if you actually have a land of this guy's color out, he does not cost an action to cast. You get 3 actions a turn to cast dudes, to attack, to draw cards and stuff like that on top of your normal card draw. And so this guy straight up, you can just go, oh yeah, he's not going to cost me one of my actions. And he has the tap ability where you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, pick a dude who costs 2 and less, and then you can basically pop it into play. And if you want, you can either put it where he is or on either side of him. So he'll bring out extra troops and place them where you want them. It's not a bad ability. And there we go. All right. It's the color with the most, like, you got to do the most finessing, but I also don't know if it has enough tricks to really go the distance on its own. It seems like it might only be good enough to do like 2 color and play a support role for your beefier strategy so you can maneuver things around. But I don't know. I am very much a beginner in my analysis, just for the fact that, I mean, this is a new game and there's not as much opportunity to play it as other games sometimes, you know? That's how it goes. All right. We got a foil epic rare. Yay! We get the foil Whiskey Raider. 5 cost, 1 power. Your guys get +1 for each stone you control. And at the beginning of the round, spend 1 energy for each stone you control, or your opponent gains control of this. Oh, weird. Okay. So you can literally go, I've got 5 stones, and then you're going to get 5 extra energy for those stones, but you're going to have to give that energy off. You're just going to have to spend that 5 energy and just get an amount of energy equal to the round, or your opponent gets this guy. Well, I definitely don't like things that you have to give to your opponent, but at the same time, you're never going to have to, because you're always going to be able to pay his upkeep cost kind of deal, right? So the fact that he can just give a blanket boost to all your dudes feels pretty gross. And this is what I'm talking about with, like, this Rylan guy, right? Like, if he had a seek ability based on power instead of cost, you could just grab this little 1 power guy. But yeah, it's a sweet score. I'm going to put this one in a sleeve. Anything that I have in my complete set, I want to upgrade to foil. All right, we got a Briar Maw, and then some other cards as well. I haven't really gone through all of the foils that I've found recently and figured out where they fit into my collection, because I just figured I'll go through those at some point once I've really got the rest of it solidified. And I'm pretty much getting to that point. I think I'm ready to put the mythics and rares and stuff into a binder with the little card placeholder and the slots that are missing with the name or collector number or both of the cards. Hey, we got another fucking techno historian. No. All right. Now, what do we got in the foils? We got nothing we need and a couple rares, but okay. All right. I'm greedy for mythics. That's what it's about, baby. That's what it's about. Oh, man. This is a nice way to spend some time, bro. Hunting for cards to finish out a set. while knowing that afterwards I'm going to be heading off to have a nice time at Ribfest. I hope that everybody gets to have as much fun on their weekend as I'm getting to, because this is fucking sweet. All right, bunch of foil cannons. And then we got Archimedes and Sylvala Tropic Wing. I like this one. That Seek effect that we saw on the other guy who let you look at the top cards of your deck and grab something, she just copies it. Whenever you do a Seek, you automatically get to double it. Simon, what's the table layout for this game? It goes like this. You have 7 different lanes, like across, like picture 7 lines across this mat, right? And so you're going to play across 7 turns. So on the in the first turn, you're in the first lane. You play your cards here, your opponent plays their cards here. And then in between is where there'll be a little stone, right? So basically you put dudes out and you attack to gain control of the stone. So as you progress through the turns, on the second turn, you now have the second lane opened up. So now you can choose to battle in the first or second lane. And so each turn it opens up one of 7 lanes until you have all 7 areas open. And then you can choose to battle back and forth over stones in different areas. The goal is that there are 7 different stones, one for each of the 7 different lanes. And your goal is to have more stones than your opponent by the end of the game. That's how you win. So as you progress through the turns, on the first turn you have 1 energy, on the second turn you have 2 energy, third turn 3 energy, and so on, all the way up to the 7th turn. And you also gain energy for however many stones you've managed to capture as well. So if it's the 3rd turn and you've actually captured 2 of the stones, then you now have 5 energy to spend. So energy is mana, and actions are the ability to attack, play cards, and whatever. So you basically just battle across the 7 realms for control of magical stones of power. So you can choose to just focus on a couple key ones if you want. You can spread yourself out. It's like one of the factions gets insanely powerful in the very last turn. Boundless gets crazy bonuses in turn 7. They just go bam and go like super ham. So you're basically waiting, positioning yourself, and then in the 7th turn you're like, I am now on the top ropes and I'm coming down with the steel chair. Bam! That level of insanity, right? So they have like different kind of vibes depending on what they're built around, but the one absolutely cares about the 7th turn the most. So it's a game where you can think that you've lost and you can absolutely turn around and win. Like, the game doesn't run away from you in the first couple turns and just say, no, you're out, you lose. You have a surprising resiliency and still in the gamedness out of it. It's a surprisingly solid little setup. The 7 turns, 7 turns sounds like, well, the game will be over fast. But if you're thinking about it from a Magic perspective and you just go, yeah, but it's not quite like that. And each turn is a back and forth kind of thing. So you never sit there while your opponent just gets to go, I can do infinite things, and you just have to watch. It's literally back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's a fun little design. Tinsman did a good job on it. He did a good job. And you can do goofy stuff too. Like Double Strike loves the one Jarambe card, which is literally a gigantic gorilla that destroys the stones. He was playing against one of his friends. He's like, wait, are you destroying the win con? What the hell's going on? Jess, you get excited when you get to go out for food? Hell yeah, buddy. You and me both, bro. All right, what do we got here? Blasting Duel. Is that actually one of the other uncommons that I'm missing? 1 or 2 I don't have a dozen of yet? It is. Neat. Okay, awesome. Put that over there. And the foils. We got a foil rare baby dragon. We will put that in a sleeve as well. The decks are kind of smaller. They're like 50 card decks, right? Am I remembering that correct? I'm pretty sure the deck size is 50 cards. It's definitely smaller. All right. What do we got? A flower diadem and an epic elven warhammer. That's all right, man. That's all right. Cuff, every game goes for 7 turns. The game is never over until the end of 7 turns. You're always guaranteed to get to play a full game. The game ends at the end of 7 turns, and whoever has more stones is the winner of the game. There is no like early win con. There is no I can blitz you out of the game. You always get to play a full game, which is actually a really solid choice. All right, what else do we got going on here? Foil Mythic, Rizia Balaki, do I have you? I do have the regular version, but that is a foil upgrade. We got 2 fucking Foil Mythic upgrades, boy. That is a sweet score. Let's get you into a sleeve, my friend. Jess, I don't think I've ever had Dairy Queens like fast food. So 6 cost, 9 power, attuned, so you won't have to use an action if you have one of the lands out. Tab them, target wonder gets +5, another target wonder gets -5. You just straight up kill somebody and boost the hell out of somebody else. That's awesome. That's awesome. And he does it for free, doesn't even cost you an action. And in this game, tapped creatures can attack still, so you can literally just pop him out, tap him to activate his ability, give him +5 power if you want, smoke one of your opponent's guys. This is strong. This is strong. Then we got Blinsworth Gold Scale. This guy. Hoard 5. If you have 5 stones, he has +3 power, and you draw an extra card at the beginning of every turn. Gross. Where do you see the rarity? It's down here. It can be difficult to see, but like you've got R for rare, E for epic, M for mythic. All right, we'll do one more pack, and then I gotta be getting ready to go because we're gonna be going to the Rib Fest. Juggling, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Give us something juicy, because if we don't, then I might just go. I'm gonna open another pack. Okay, scratch what I said. New rule: we're gonna stop when I crack something else awesome. That's it. New rule. New rule. I can make another minute or two. we're gonna go until we get something else exciting. That's it. We'll just do it a little faster. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Come on. Come on. Now we're really doing it. We're doing it feverishly. It goes along with the title of the stream now. Let's go. Oh, foil epic rare. Pop, 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 pop. That'll do it. That counts. And then some other stuff. Bam! We got a foil epic rare. So this is 5 cost, 0 power. Symbiosis effects can target this as if it had any power. If any symbiosis ability is copying this, it gets +8. So basically, you can use it with like this little guy right here. So this comes in, right? And normally, this would just only be able to target somebody who has 1 power, but can actually target this guy. So now I'm targeting you with my symbiosis ability. And so it's like, okay, symbiosis ability is copying this. This gets +8. So this is now an 8 power, and this is now an 8 power. It's like, rah! It's dumb. Oh wait, maybe this isn't 8 power, but this guy's 8 power. I don't know. I guess I'll have to double check. I might be wrong about that part. But either way, we'll leave it off on an epic foil rare for the collection. Alright, and we gotta sleeve that as well. Habanero! Thanks, man. I will have a good time. I'm glad you're able to chime in when you're in lurk mode. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be heading out, and I will catch up with you guys later today when I come back. All right? For now, I am departing. I am ribward bound. So long, friends. Goodbye.